Survivor Edge of Extinction Episode 5 Press Photos. Double the fun. Photo. Robert Vogt, CBS Entertainment 2019, CBS Broadcasting Incorporated. All rights reserved. This Episode 5 Press Photos piece will showcase upcoming challenges, photos of the players, as well as photos from after last week's swap. The week after the swap is always a hard one to cover for Survivor press photos. There are more than 100 pictures made available for the first time on Thursday, making the Survivor Edge of Extinction Episode 5 press photos coverage that much more of an audacious task. The reason for that being CBS didn't want to spoil anything to do with the new tribes in their layouts. However, just like last week, there are photos that will be left out of this week's slate, because this will be a 2-hour episode, 2 episodes bleeding into each other, back to back. As such, we will see a wide swath of photos from all 14 remaining players and a few from those on Extinction Island. There are 2 brand new photos of Extinction Island from the upcoming episode, and both feature Keith. However, this photo is one of the best of Robert Vogt's photos, which include Lursa facing a crashing wave and Ollie Elliott tending a fire. The reward challenge will see the 3 tribes go through a series of obstacles in order to grab 4 slings with balls attached at the end. It looks like 4 players on each tribe will compete in the challenge. As we can see from the players propelling one of their own into the air, Aubrey is sitting out for Manu, and Julia is sitting out for Kama. It's a pretty rough start for the most invisible character of the season. Gavin and Eric here are demonstrating the second half of the collect slings tied in a knot portion of the challenge, with Eric staring intently, and a bit goofily. The final part of the challenge sees one of the players trying to land the slings on a series of beams in the distance, as seen by Victoria here. This is what the players are competing for, the most unappealing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I've ever seen. This is up there with Survivor Pizza as a food reward that's great anywhere else but in Fiji. War Dog actually takes a large part of the Survivor Edge of Extinction Episode 5 press photos focus, with him continuing to play the middle like he's a swing vote on a 4-person tribe. Here's War Dog off with Kelly, although judging by the lock of brown hair in the bottom right corner, Lauren's also part of this conversation. Are they talking about taking out David if they go back to tribal? The immunity challenge is a bit more complicated, and it's not quite clear the full extent of the challenge. 4 players on each tribe will swim to a platform, run up and dive into the water, and bring themselves to a pulley boat carrying buoy-sized balls. As we can see from this establishing shot, Victoria is sitting out for Manu, and Julie is sitting out for Kama. Aurora and Julia seem to be doing the heavy lifting, literally, for Kama, pulling the tribe at the front of their pulley boat to the final platform. Based on what I can tell, it would appear as though the final part of the challenge requires the tribes to stack all their balls within the platform at the end, instead of tossing them towards some sort of basket. We'll have to wait for video confirmation. That's right, it's a double-length episode, meaning we'll only get photos of the Survivor Edge of Extinction Episode 6 challenges from their setup. This looks like an obstacle setup ending with a fastball special where you have to throw balls at small targets in the distance. This is the Chris Noble challenge from Ghost Island, it looks like. This is what the remaining players will be fighting for in Episode 6, with pastries and an assortment of cups, teas, coffees and all the fixins up for a reward.